All right, so welcome to 1 Hour Fitness Bootcamp launch formula. The whole point of this is so that you can quickly launch or relaunch a bootcamp or an outdoor fitness group. Right, there's things we can do these days on the internet that's going to make it really quick and really inexpensive to get a business up and running and get people in there. So the goal of the workshop is to get the results are leads. So we want to get leads to our business. And even more than that, we want to get qualified leads, people who are actually interested in training with us. To give you an example of what we've been doing so far, the context of this came about because I'm launching my own fitness bootcamp business this month. And I just thought I'd share like piece by piece what I'm doing to get leads through the door. So I started sharing that in the members community, and I invited you guys to join me and just do what I do. And the results have been pretty amazing so far. There's been at least 3 or 4 people in there getting leads for a couple of dollars. Anne's already gotten 2 members out of it in less than a week. Everyone else seems to be getting, between 10 and 20 leads for the first campaign, for the first offer. They've been able to do it very quickly. So I'm quite excited that, like, no matter where you are in the world, this formula is going to work, and it's very inexpensive, and it's going to get you up and running really quickly. So a couple of little things that we're going to need. There are some tools we need to get this. Now, when I was bragging that I set all this up in an hour, I literally did. I came back from a run one morning and I set up the whole thing from beginning to end. But it was because I had all the tools in place and I knew what I was doing, and I'd already thought through my offer. So let's have a look at what I had in place in order to set my campaigns up and what everybody else has been putting in place. Alright, the first thing you'll need is a mail system. So I'm using Mailchimp. I love it. I've tested a few different mailing programs, from Aweber to Entreport, Constant Contact. I love Mailchimp because they're constantly updating it and they're always bringing in new features. It's easy to use, and whenever I've had to talk to the support people there, they've been really, really helpful. I recommend people use Mailchimp if you haven't got it, and it's free. You can get started. You don't get all the features like automatic responders, but for what we need to do today to get your bootcamp launched and to deliver something, to deliver one email automatically, you can get started for free. The next tool you need is something that's going to let you put up the equivalent of a flyer online. So a very, very quick, easy to look at, beautiful page that people can just jump on, see exactly what you're offering, and get some information from you really quickly. The best program I've found to do that is Lead Pages. You have to pay for it, but you can get in fairly cheap. It's $37 a month to get started with that. Other software you might have come across is Optimize Press, Unbounce. I've tested them as well, but I like Lead Pages best. It integrates with Mailchimp really well and some other mail providers, and it looks nice, it's easy to use, and pretty much most people find it useful. Next one, probably not essential, but there's a little tool called PicMonkey, and that lets you edit photographs or images, and you can add text and you can make things black and white and put all these effects on it. So if you wanted to add your logo to images, or just resize them or change the resolution, PicMonkey is a great little tool for that. It's all online, you don't need to install any software, and it's free. And finally, you will definitely need a Facebook account with an advertising account set up. So it's pretty easy. You don't have to talk to anybody. You just go online, ask for an account, put your credit card details in, and they'll set you up and ready to go. And I'll show you exactly how you tie all this together as we go. Here's the breakdown of the actual formula, if you like, and it's pretty simple, but there are a few little things that could trip you up, which is why I decided to make this month's meeting all about it. Yes, it starts with an offer. The most important thing to have is your offer. That's what's going to solve a problem for somebody, and we'll talk a little bit more about the offer. You're going to want an email list. The reason this works so well is it works well in the beginning for getting leads and getting members quickly, but a lot of the time, it might take people longer than just a day or two to decide if they're going to join. So you want to keep people's contact details, get their permission to follow up, and just become a figure of trust for them. And you're going to need to somewhere where you can keep all those emails. The next thing to do is create some web pages, the equivalent of your online flyer, something that people can visit and then get your offer in return for giving you the email address. And Lead Pages is the software, it's the glue that ties your email database to your offer. The advertising, we're going to use Facebook, and I'll explain why Facebook's the best way to quickly launch fitness bootcamp business, and then I'll quickly talk about the follow-up and why that's important as well. But first, I'm hoping everybody's already had a chance to check out the training on how to build an automatic lead machine. That video describes the strategy, if you like, in more detail. So those 5 steps, it explains why you do it and the reasons behind it, and it gives you the strategy. This is really all about the nuts and bolts of how to put it together. There's a thread in the members area like where I've just put down everything that I did, and also people have been jumping in and sharing their ideas. Now what I've done is I've taken all the questions and I've got answers to them, and I've put it all together in this little package so you can see exactly how to do it. So if you've already watched that training, Automatic Lead Generation for Fitness Bootcamps, you'll have the grounding that you need to just get into this and just do one step at a time. It's probably going to take you longer than an hour to do it, but it'll definitely take you less than an hour to learn how to do it and get everything set up. So let's talk about the offer.